Business presents ViTeeWalk Executive Turf. Media partner CNBC-TV18.
Welcome once again to the 14th edition of ViTeeWalk, where the boardroom meets the fairway and business leaders showcase their skills, strategy and competitive spirit in a high-stakes game of precision and power. V-Business, in partnership with CNBC-TV18, brings a premier golfing experience where strategy and discussion moves beyond the boardroom and comes to life on the greens.
Welcome back, viewers, to another exciting chapter of the 14th edition of ViTeeWalk at the Bangalore Golf Club. And as the game of golf continues, conversations deepen and the competition intensifies. We continue our journey, bringing together top business minds to discuss emerging trends and innovations while the action unfolds on the greens. We'll uncover new insights and witness the perfect blend of strategy, skill, and thought leadership.
With every swing and putt, as business leaders focus on the greens, it becomes evident how the spirit of golf seamlessly blends powerful synergies, creating the perfect mix of enthusiasm, strategy, and collaboration.
From the perspective of a businessman, what's more difficult to handle, the swing in the markets or the golf swing?
I think it's identical. You can learn so much from golf. That what you learn at golf, you can apply at business. What you learn in business, you can apply for the swings. For me, it's intertwined.
And another quick one, what's more difficult, hitting par or hitting your quarterly targets?
Both require practice, both require a formula and a process and your determination. So it always works together. If you do that in both the fields, you will do it.
If golf was a business deal, what would be your approach? You would be a shark or a smooth talker?
I would be a smooth talker.
Okay, and what gives you more stress, the swing of the markets or the golf?
Absolutely the swing of the markets. You don't have a second chance.
But do you get plenty of second chances here because of the
I
format?
think golf is like life. It gives you chances, second chances all the times actually.
And your takeaways from golf course that you can take to your business dealings as well?
I think you have to be in the moment. I think that's the most important thing. You have to forget everything else. What you are when you are playing a shot, you're playing a shot actually. If you can forget everything else and just give it your 100%, and that's how you play it out in life also, I think. So that's the biggest learning from here.
So on the golf course, who takes over, the business mind or the golfing mind?
Always the golfing mind, Hopefully you can put all your thoughts to rest when you play golf. So,
what's even more difficult, or what's your strategy usually? Is it drive long or play it safe?
drive long if you can, but of course if you can get it on the fairway, there's nothing like it.
As we can see, the course is alive with energy as strategic gameplay meets friendly camaraderie. Beyond golf, it has become a hub for business networking where industry leaders connect and share ideas. The exciting Texas Scramble format has sparked both competition and collaboration, making this event a perfect mix of sport and strategy. With each swing and conversation, fresh opportunities and partnerships emerge, adding to the dynamic atmosphere.
The Bangalore event culminated in a grand celebration honoring the champions whose relentless dedication and skill truly reflected the spirit of the prestigious ViTeeWalk.
Next, we'll see you in Mumbai at the Bombay Presidency Golf Club for more action and conversations on the greens. Until then, keep swinging.
V-Business presents ViTeeWalk Executive Turf. Media partner CNBC-TV18. V-Business presents ViTeeWalk Executive Turf. Media partner, CNBC-TV18.
Welcome back, viewers, to the 14th edition of ViTeeWalk. The game continues, as do the conversations and networking with every swing. So before we take you deeper into the Bombay chapter, I once again have the pleasure of having with me Rorik Kaushal, Executive Vice President, Enterprise Mobility, Marketing and Capability V Business. Rorik, welcome once again, and just give us a sense of what lies in this chapter of ViTeeWalk.
Thank you, Preeti. I think touring from Delhi, Bangalore and now into Bombay, I think it's been an unforgettable journey for us. Over the 3 cities, we have managed to engage with 200 plus industry leaders. In the previous episode, we spoke about delving into the topics of cybersecurity, which was extremely interesting and important and core to the next transformation in the India Inc. In today's episode, there'll be a lot of conversation on AI, right? And we will actually delve into the deeper conversation on how ready we are on that front.
Right. Conversations on one side, but there is unstoppable momentum on the golfing greens as well.
Precision and strategy drive both golf and business, just like artificial intelligence, which is reshaping industries and decisions while unlocking new possibilities. Now it's time to step onto the executive turf for a panel discussion to know, is India Inc. AI ready? And fueling the unstoppable momentum for businesses.
AI is already revolutionizing industries from network automation to customer engagement, business intelligence and security. Yet, its adoption isn't without hurdles as data privacy, ethical concerns, bias and regulatory challenges require structured solution. And as an exciting day of golf unfolds with industry leaders on the course, let's shift gears now and explore how AI is driving enterprise innovation, accelerating business growth through responsible AI and next-gen connectivity. Welcome everyone to ViTeeWalk Executive Turf. Welcome. And we have like a great set of panelists today joining us over here. First up, we have Arvind Nivetia, Chief Enterprise Business Officer at Vodafone Idea Limited, followed by Sunil Gupta, who's a co-founder, managing director and CEO at Yota Data Services. Then we have Umesh Revankar over here, who's the Executive Vice Chairman at Shriram Finance. And then finally, Saurabh Kumar Sahu, who's a Country Head, India Business, Member Global Leadership Council at Accenture. Let's begin this conversation with you, Saurabh. Globally, we are seeing an emergence of AI-first business models. How do you see that trend panning out in India?
Well, Shivani, frankly, I think every business is going to be an AI business, if not already done so. Now, we have had over the years in the history of the world multiple revolutions, right? The steam engine and the industrial revolution and so on and so forth. And now this data and AI revolution is something which is here to stay. Specifically, I think in India, we already see the emergence of many AI-first business models. You have various companies which are using a lot of amount of analytics in AI in terms of either improving customer experiences or driving growth the likes of it. Social media, even various tech companies and so on and so forth are evolving in that space. So I think clearly this is one area that in India, I believe that as we go forward, AI first business models are here to stay, and as we go along, they're only going to improve.
And will we see emergence of these entire new categories of AI-led enterprises dominating some of the key sectors that are there in the country?
Absolutely, yes. I think there are some sectors which naturally have a segue or a advantage for AI. Fintech and banking companies, consumer goods and retail, telecom as well.
Yeah.
For the sheer level of data that we have and the vastness of the consumer database that they naturally lend themselves to, these are sectors which clearly get into the AI first model there. Even take Vi, for example. Over the last few years, in terms of our own experiences with Vi or any of the other telecom providers, significant amount of customer experience has improved because of AI-led personalizations that have happened in the course there. Large companies like Unilever, again with whom Accenture does a fair degree of work, have used AI in terms of reducing costs and optimizing processes. So every large sectors and various parts of the sector, the game-changing thing about this particular revolution on AI is that it is an all-pervasive technology. It's not relegated to only a few sectors or few aspects. It is something which is an all-pervasive technology, and that's where I think we're headed to.
It's an all-pervasive technology, you rightly mentioned. And over to you, Arvind. My next question to you is, And Saurabh also gave us an insight on how you are using AI to improve your customer experiences. So tell us more about the scale at which we is leveraging AI.
When we talk of AI, everyone talks of that data and large language models being at the heart of it. I think as telcos, we have so much of information and data. We are processing almost 45 billion data points on a daily basis. So actually in 2021, we were one of the first telcos to create an advanced data analytics platform, which was AI powered and cloud hosted. So one big area where we work is customer experience, network operations, moving from reactive actions to predictive actions using the power of AI. I think that's one big area. The second big area, and I think a lot of work has happened in the last 1 or 2 years in that, is the space of security, creating secure solutions for customers who are using it, the whole spam and scam, digital arrest, all of those issues which society is facing. So as telcos, how do we use the power of AI and technology in arresting and controlling to a certain extent the whole security situation that we have? And the third, of course, is there is the V business, which is the enterprise arm. So how do you productize AI solutions and integrate in our product matrix, whether it is AI-based connectivity solutions on SD-WAN? So 3 broad vectors, I would say: customer operations experience, security, and productizing it. These are the 3 main headline areas in which we are using AI.
Great. Over to you, Sunil. We know that Yota Data Services is officially empaneled with the India mission, aimed to strengthen country's AI position globally. So how do you see your role in creating some collaborative ecosystem to improve India Inc.'s AI journey?
For the AI ecosystem to flourish anywhere, including India, you need skill sets. You need a thriving startup ecosystem, because that is where the most of the research is happening. You need data sets, and you need use cases. All of these things are, I would say, available in abundance in India. India is second highest on the global skill set index. We have a thriving startup ecosystem because of our histories of, I would say, our culture with so much of languages, and our population, which is creating and consuming content every single minute. We are so much of digitally enabled population, and a thriving 5G ecosystem, which is enabling all this. All these things are available. But what was not there in India to build up this AI ecosystem was the high performance compute infrastructure. And that is something which Yota has done. Government of India wanted to make sure that AI actually goes into every single stream of human activity in India. And they also realized that unless they subsidize it and bring it affordable for every single startup, the activity will not start. So they started this concept called India AI Mission, which essentially is subsidizing the end users to consume the GPU services from people like us. So this is something which I think is going to lead to a huge enablement in the times to come for India-based models and applications.
Yeah, of course. And then over to you, Umesh. Tell us more, what has been some of the learning from, that journey?
So in India, I believe the journey of the AI, IoT and ML, everything happened with smartphone. When the smartphone became cheaper, automatically, because earlier when a smartphone came, it was not affordable. Then the smartphone became affordable, and once it became affordable, then everyone started using it. When the mass started using it, then it is easy to build application to service these masses. Otherwise, it would have remained a very elitist kind of a solution. So I think, and immediately after that, the UPI came. Then you had with the Jan Dhan and Aadhaar linked mass account opening. So everyone today is capable of using some kind of the AI or all kind of a modern digital transaction. So once it does a digital transaction, that means the person is arrived to use it further. So I think there's already been big change in India, which is irreversible. Because once person start getting used to a digital mode of transaction, because his accounting is easy, his statements are easy, he has to everything keep on the mobile, and he need not really do anything else. So that is the solution for easier for even a common man. Plus this general Generation Z, what we call people who are born with mobile,
born with the phone, yeah.
Born with the phone. They may not even know other kind of transaction. They will know only one way of doing things, that is mobile way.
Correct.
So, see, we are into it. And maybe Vodafone, as world over, is the one company which digitized the banking in Africa, mostly because of security reason. Because there was a challenge of opening a physical bank branch and people carrying cash. And they found a solution by giving a digital banking. So that is the first instance of maybe around 2 decades back. First instance of digitizing and making it available for a common man.
But having said all of this, what will it take for India to become the global AI powerhouse going forward?
So I would say attacking all these elements of the ecosystem, right from chip to models to servers to applications to making financial incentives available to startups and educational and academic institutions. We'll have to tackle all of these things together to show that India not only build AI models and applications for itself, for its own use cases, but it also become a leader as an AI IP provider to the rest of the world, just like we are doing for software and services.
Saurabh, over to you. India as a global AI powerhouse, what are the kind of economic gains and transformative shifts in our society and in economy might that trigger going forward?
In the next 12 to 15 years, if we really take the AI bandwagon over consumption and the various use cases that we spoke about. Now look at so a couple of things. I think to keep it in brevity is one is India has always been known as a great source of talent across multiple revolutions and industries, whether it was earlier in computing and so on and so forth. But now I think apart from being a great source of talent, it's important for for India also to be known as a great AI consumer. It is not just AI from India, it is also AI for India. Right? So the more, and that's how countries like China and US have grown. They are themselves a very high consumer economy for their own technologies that they evolve. So that's I think one point which is very critical, and that requires, if you get each one of our firms together and compound them, you're there, right? If you have Yota with the right infrastructure, if you have banking, if you have a nation building industry like telecom with their databases and consumer experiences, and a firm like Accenture which can take use cases to scale, that itself is the secret sauce in a way, obviously with the participation of the government and the various startups and the ecosystem firms. I think that's where we are headed to, and it's very exciting times.
Yeah, finally, before we go, Arvind, my question to you is, how is AI changing the dynamics in the telecom sector? And going forward, how ready is India Inc., according to you, in adoption and proliferation of AI?
Yeah, I think at We Business, we actually have the privilege of working with, companies, organizations of different industries and different scale. And over the years, we keep having conversation with, boardroom members of digital transformation, right? I think we are at a very interesting, exciting crossroads where everyone is asking the question. And to us, we believe that first, whether it is customer experience, whether it is rationalizing costs, going to HR operations, the leap of faith will happen when India Inc. builds its confidence through some of the tangible benefits which can come over the next 2 or 3 years with the infra, with the R&D, with everything that the fellow panelists have spoken about. And once we see some of these benefits from AI flowing in, then the real business model innovations will come in, because business model innovations will require signing a check by India Inc. CEOs where some amount of risk is involved. So we believe, and we really sense it when we talk to our different partners, we believe that we are at a very exciting journey. And at We Business, we are partnering with them and building some of these business models and solutions. So we are really ready for next and excited to see how AI moves forward.
Well, these were some great thoughts. Thank you so much for joining us at the ViTeeWalk Executive Turf. So a lot of key insights for India to become a global AI powerhouse.
Along with the action on the greens, participants shared insights and takeaways from the 14th edition of ViTeeWalk, marking a dynamic and unforgettable conclusion to the event.
So, what would you prefer, more mulligans, second chances in golf or in business deals?
Right now, a little bit of a crystal ball with a bit of a little less haze in it. That would be preferable.
Which swing gives you more stress? Is it market or golf?
Usually market, but today with fantastic pros that I was playing with, it definitely was the golf swing, because I really was hoping and praying I don't become a liability for them.
When the two things come together, what do you rely most on? Analytics or your instincts?
A lot of times, like in corporate world, we can be fed with a lot of MISs and numbers, but the gut is over everything. I think what calls you can take from gut, and if they go right, the analytics don't help you with those things.
Golf was a business deal. Would you be a smooth talker or a shark?
I mean, I'm more of a nice guy. I like to take everyone along, so I guess smooth talker works for me.
And for a smooth talker, what's the strategy? Drive long, play it safe.
It depends on the hole you're at, depends on the team members you're with, and then you take a call around it.
Your thoughts on ViTeeWalk and your takeaways from the event, how was it for you?
ViTeeWalk, it was a great event. I really enjoyed it. I had fun, met some new people.
I think it's just marvelous. The way they organize it, friendship that they built, how people come together.
It was a very good and well-organized corporate event, and hope we keep doing this in future years.
ViTeeWalk is almost becoming an event, annual event that we look forward to. I've been back in the country for 3 years, and this is the second time I'm in ViTeeWalk. I missed it last year because I was traveling. I was very sorry for that. I'm so happy to be back.
So I've been playing ViTeeWalk for nearly 5 years, okay? So it's one of the best tournaments that I participate. I actually look forward to participating in this tournament year after year. So it's one of the best ones that's been organized in the country today.
As the Mumbai leg of the series wrapped up, the event concluded by honoring remarkable players. Their passion and perseverance reflected the true spirit of the game and the values that drive excellence in both sport and business.
And with that, we come to the close of the 14th edition of ViTeeWalk. It has been an eventful journey filled with insightful discussions on India's next growth story, with AI and cybersecurity driving agility and accelerating digital transformation. From watching industry leaders strategize on the golf course to exploring the evolving growth narrative of Indian businesses, this experience has been truly enriching. Thank you to everyone for being a part of this incredible edition of ViTeeWalk. As we sign off, let's continue fostering innovation, collaboration, and a future-ready mindset to continue the unstoppable momentum. Until next time, goodbye and see you on the other side of the course.
VBusiness presents ViTeeWalk Executive Turf. Media partner CNBC-TV18.